Mr. Abdul Kareem, Chairman and Managing Director of Creative Group, and he was the founder, Chairman of Federation of Overseas Recruitment Association of India, and he was the immediate past President of Indian Personnel Export Promotion Council, Mumbai. Let us welcome Mr. Abdul Kareem.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, as you said, the time is running late. Thank you, Dr. Suresh Kumar and your team for your efforts to initiate such a webinar. It is a very highly need of the hour, and our fraternity is eagerly looking for such kind of events. And also, we are very fortunate to have our immediate past bureaucrats, Dr. Muley and Mr. Luther, the bureaucrats with whom we have interacted well during their tenure. And these two were the most friendly, and these two bureaucrats were extended maximum support to our fraternity to liberalize in a practical manner the process of e-migrate and the recruitment process, etc., etc. So we are lucky to have them in the panel, and we have Sita is there, and our industry colleague, Professor Rajan, and whom I don't know exactly. So welcome. Thank you all. Now, recently we have heard the third annual conference of the Protector General of Immigrants, which was held on 15th of this month, wherein our Minister of External Affairs, Dr. Shankar, also our MS, also has spoken well. So our pending issues, which was long pending, like MRW, etc., has been addressed, and it is likely to be resolved as per the statements given by the MRs, which is very promising because the industry last 1 decade where we all were struggling to get it rectified did not happen yet. At this juncture, the ministers and the bureaucrats has opened their eyes to rectify it soon. Together with, they are also offered some kind of an incentive for the recruitment fraternity, which is also very promising. And also we have experienced in a week back, our MEA secretary, Mr. Sanjay Bhattacharya, has convened a webinar, which also was very promising. That was focusing on the revival in the post-COVID scenario. So the momentum has been coming up to get a support from the government machinery. That is a very good sign for the RA community to revive. Actually, I have been given a subject of revival strategy. For the revival, first of all, we have to talk about survival. My colleague, Mr. Srinivasan, has shared a few points to survive our RA fraternity, which has to be taken care. As we all know, and our government department also came to know, the MEA, the regulator, all now recognized the role and importance of the RA fraternity to generate employment abroad for our unemployed youth. that has come out from the speeches of the MOS and the Minister of MEA and from the Secretary, Mr. Bhattacharya, etc. So at least we are happy to hear the recognition finally happening. We all know that around 88 lakh people working in the GCC and around 60 lakh people in other countries, etc. After that, 80% of the people has been created by the RA fraternity only. So RA fraternity has a big role in this revival process too in the post-COVID regime. And when we talk about revival, of course, this sector will revive. It is not going to the end of the world or anything. Definitely, the overseas recruitment sector will revive. And also, we may have a very good opportunity because every crisis, every challenges, every problem arises. There is a great opportunity too. So, RA's interest to live, continue in this sector, to tap the opportunity. So, to survive, keep survive of the RA fraternity, as in the speeches said, some kind of an incentive is likely. And our trade association from Delhi, Bombay, IPAPSIL, and other regional associations, etc., also are presented for some kind of stimulus packages. And they proposed something in turn. Some of the association has got some kind of a acknowledgement letter showing interest to support the RA fraternity, for which the trade associations also has given suggestions what way. And Mr. Srinivasan also said the bank guarantee matter, etc. How the immediate capital crunch of the RA fraternity can be resolved so that they survive. Then only a revival take place. But of course, a revival, since the government has now recognized the role of the RA fraternity, it is absolutely the job of a private sector, RA fraternity, not the job of government. So this, regarding the nurses recruitment, the country-specific permission, etc., has to be relaxed now. And the age barriers of 30 years, what Mr. Rajan said, these are all has to be reviewed and relaxed. And most importantly, the government support, our regulators' support is very much needed to revive the trade and tap the upcoming opportunities after the corona spread controlled and exist. That is very important. Of course, we all of us know Indian missions abroad is the extended arm of our regulator. Apart from the diplomatic relations and bilateral things, a major role in the expatriate of Indian origin. The Indian embassy has to take care. So they are the extended arm of the Protector General of Immigrants. They should be more RA friendly. Why an RA has been treated in a different manner? So RA's confidence is losing. Confidence of the RA is very important to revive the industry. For that, government support, the regulators support in a friendly manner, like a tourism department do, with all tour operators. Because we are also in a service industry. So the government support from the regulator bodies support and their extended arm Indian mission support across the world, wherever we place, our people is very important. Then systematically, in a strategic manner, promotional campaigns has been organized together with the stakeholders and RA fraternity together with the support of the Indian missions abroad and the regulator. That will be a major point to revive our trade and tap the opportunities upcoming post-COVID scenario. So then further, again in the eMigrate, second version is coming up. RA conference has to be taken before its finalization. The new immigration management bill is also ready. Before it present to the parliament, again a RA conference in the emerging scenario has to be taken before it gets moved. Then the confidence among the RA fraternity will generate. This is very important because RA only can tap this opportunity and provide maximum employment for our unemployed youth to abroad. RA is a bridge in between of the foreign employer, in between the regulatory regulator, the Indian embassy, and the candidate. So this bridge, the role of the RA has to be strengthened, not to be threatened in different manners. Because then this industry will boom again. There will be a great opportunity after this corona spread gets over. I am sure about it. That is our experience because we have seen in last 4 decades. We have seen 1991, this Kuwait war, before that Iran-Iraq war. There are a lot of calamities. There are economical recession. There are terrorism attacks in all these regions, and then this has been revived. So there is no question other than the revival. This will revive definitely. Then other some of the points is that during this process of revival, maximum simplification in the FE registration process has to take place. RA to further here by the regulatory body, the PG, and to take note of that, what are the points RAs are suggesting to simplify the recruitment process and the FE registration process. And again, coming to the point, this MRW, what Minister has been given assurance to be quickly rectified. And the PDOT has to be redefined as per the present COVID-19 scenario. What Mr. Luther said and what other speakers has been referred already. In a pandemic environment, what are the precautions to be taken? We have to give orientations to the immigrant people in different stages. So the PDOT has to include all such kind of norms. Now, Department of Tourism is giving a webinar to train all the stakeholders in the tourism. What are the norms to be taken to protect the tourist? Similarly, what are the measures to be taken to protect our immigrants while going abroad? So the PDOT has to be redefined accordingly, and all the RAs who have 10 years and above experience, this PDOT to be given with this modified version has to be given to them. Each RA has to take to avoid hassles of sending the candidates to POA officers or PDOT centers. So this has been a long pending request from the RA fraternity. So that has to be given to the experienced RAs based on their track and long-standing experience, because they are well versed to provide the PDOT together with the modified version of pandemic thing, for which the regulator has to conduct webinars to give training how the pandemic norms has to be maintained and given orientation to the intended migrants when PDOT is given. So that is an important thing. So the upcoming version 2 modified robust version is coming of the e-migrate portal. This data also has to be obtained for the people's coming back, which the RA community can avail to provide them employment again. Further, to boost the RA community, Government of India is spending a lot of money for NSDC, for skill and upskill the people. Why don't this, some percentage of that to be extended to the well-experienced 3-4 decade, 1 decade plus RA who has facilities that has to be given. So that will be a big support to boost the RA fraternity now. Their confidence will be created. Such kind of a measures Government of India has to think. Our trade association also has to strategize and represent it to the regulator. So that RA confidence will create, image building will take place, this bad name will remove. When government support, automatically the image building takes place. That is also very important for our revival. And there are a lot of other points for revival. Our industry colleagues are also there. Time is short. So I cannot, I don't want to cover entire thing. Some of the points only I am making for the revival of which Srinivasan also said regarding the bank guarantee. Bank guarantee against insurance can be a solution. Reduction of bank guarantee from 50 lakh to 20 lakh, so that 30 lakhs can be withdrawn. Or if ministry is extending some facility for a 25 lakh loan proposed by our trade associations, they can keep a charge or the bank guarantee or etc. etc. Some kind of a solutions can make. That way, a stimulus package Government of India can offer to the RF fraternity to give a financial support and give a confidence. Then, of course, our sector has very strong subjective and its objective. For the when it is hibernating to reboot. Government of India, our nationalist sector, as well as the immigrants at large, has multiple benefits in this from this sector. So it has a high importance in all angles of its subjectivity and objectivity. So educatively, if government supports the fraternity, this overseas recruitment sector, not only to Gulf, across the world, we can, India, our fraternity, with the potential of our huge unemployed youth, which is a reservoir of HR resources in our country, it will be a top HR solution to provide across the globe. And also the time is for self-reliance, reliant India. That is also indirectly with this recruitment process is supporting for self-reliant India, because the people coming back with a lot of technology and automation knowledge, that also will support for self-reliant India, which our government is now aggressively looking for. So for all this, government support for our fraternity is very much in need to revive our system.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abdul Kareem, for the wonderful presentation of the fact and the figures of recruitment industry.
Seagull International Human Resource Consultants. Bridging the gap between dream and reality.